Hey, how's everybody doing? What's going on? Scotty is already with me. No delay this morning. Scotty will say what's up to
Good morning. Good morning.
him. If I look like I was just crying about 5 minutes before this pod, I was literally coughing up my fucking lung. Scotty, he can attest to that. I mean, it was bad. So I do apologize. I am sweaty still from it. It is fucking crazy. I'm not sick. It's just, if you know me, you know why I was coughing. You know what I mean? It's not near as cool anymore. That was a cool line when I was a teenager. Now it's like, oh, this guy's fucking still smoking. Get it together, you bum. So, last night definitely fucking went well. I had a stand-up set at Celebrities Hemp Dispensary in Winchester. Was a little nervous all week. Fucking barely got any sleep. I'd say probably like 5 hours of sleep just in the whole week. I mean, there was a night where I didn't get any. I'm already a little bit of an insomniac, but it could have went really, really bad, and it was kind of the opposite. It actually went a lot better than I ever expected it could go. I wasn't many people there, but that's probably why I felt so comfortable. I was like, if I fuck up, like, who's gonna see it? You know what I mean? But it did get recorded, and it's actually pretty good quality. If you go follow Celebrities Hemp Dispensary on Facebook, and you watch the 32-minute long live video from last night, if you just want to skip ahead, I'm at about 15 minutes in. That's when they bring me up on stage, and I do about 9 to 10 minutes. So, riffed it a little bit, and had some material. I thought it went pretty good. My boys might be gassing me up a little bit on it, so I might be feeling a little bit too good about it. But everybody's been telling me it went really, really good. So, I thought it was fine. Everybody go check it out. You know what I mean? Show me some support.
He did great. Best comic there. He says second best.
Definitely
My
second
opinion,
best.
first best.
Definitely second best. There's a dude
He did really, really, really good.
that has written for like TV shows and shit that was there last night. Like he's a legit comedy writer, but I
Guess you need
think
to start writing for TV shows. Then.
I think I could do it. Depending on the TV show, of course. I can't write for any fucking stupid shit like CSI. But alright, enough of that. Enough of that. Our name is YOUBET Sports Group. Enough about the comedy. As you can see it on the bottom right of your screen, follow me on X at Cody Does Comedy. Follow Scotty on TikTok at Scotty Easter. That is Scotty with an I-E and Easter like the holiday.
Yes,
My main man, Scotty. What the fuck is going on? We were watching a little bit of the 9 o'clock games. Our 9 o'clock game. And
yeah.
we decided to do the 4 o'clock games for you guys because, didn't really get time to do the ones. So, we're going to check into the 4 o'clock games. I'm going to start with the Las Vegas Raiders at the LA Chargers. That's the one that kicks off first. Not a lot to feel great about if you're a Raiders fan in this one, in my opinion. I don't even know who this backup is. No Garoppolo today. Aiden O'Connell. Yeah. Vegas at LA. I simply have the Chargers by at least 10. I think they're going to just pounce on them. With Garoppolo, it's a lot better game, but I don't know who this fucking guy is. Who is Aiden McConnell? You got any info on him?
I think he came from Michigan State.
Ooh, a Brady boy.
I think. Don't hold me to that. But other than that, no. I mean, who'd he have to beat out for the backup job? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about him either. But I did put a side note. Other than Garoppolo being out, I think Eckler's going to be out too for the Chargers. I watched a little video on him, and he's just pretty much. It sounds like he wants to take his time, especially with I guess they have a bye week coming up.
Yeah, I seen that.
After this game, so I think they just want to rest him, and then have him ready later. So I didn't. Yeah, I mean that's just a little side note I put on there.
Yeah, I feel you. Look, I mean, I'm gonna be real. I didn't get time to study these props thoroughly this week. I was a fucking ball of nerves all fucking week. I wasn't thinking about football. I was thinking about preparing. But I did get to look at it just the last few minutes. And one thing that is standing out to me is why is this Aiden O'Connell's guy fucking prop so high, dude? Is this guy's first start? They're saying, I know that the fucking Chargers pass defense is
I noticed that too.
highly suspect, but 223 yards for a guy that might be making his first start, I'm going under. I am going under. 100% under. That's just me. I'm not calling it a lock, but I'm just saying a prop that I feel really, really great about in this game that's probably going to be on my ticket. This guy under. I mean, prove me wrong. That's my fucking theory on it. I'm not going to just go look at his college shape and be like, oh, he's pretty good there. No, prove me wrong here first. 223, that's a pretty big line. If it was like 170, 180 or something for a first start. I mean, fuck, dude. There's what? I bet Justin Fields' line's lower than that today playing the Denver Broncos. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Come on, dude. Who is this guy? I don't know. Maybe he is just a straight passer. Maybe they do plan to just fucking throw. Maybe Vegas knows something I don't. I'm just saying.
Jackson playing today for Chargers?
Didn't do my homework, brother. That isn't important. That isn't important. If JC Jackson plays, under all day. All day. All day. And then honestly, if he don't play, under. Fuck it. I mean, the guy's a fucking... Who is this? I don't know who he is.
I'll look it up.
Aiden O'Connell. Who is this fucking guy? Where do you play ball at? He's a 4th round pick. I'm just going to start with that. This man went to college at Purdue.
Purdue, yeah.
4th round pick out of Purdue.
In 2017, 2022.
His junior year, he threw for 3,100 yards, or 3,700 yards, was his best. Was his best season. Honestly, that sounds like it's really, really great for college passing. It's actually not that much for fucking college. It really isn't. Am I wrong, Scotty? Or is throwing for 3,700 a year like in college? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good, but not like Workman. Those dudes are. Don't they throw for 5,000 every once in a while?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the field opens up for them. They got more. Yeah.
Yeah, they play fucking the smaller school. They're going off for 500 some games.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. Just here's my thing. I'm comfortable being wrong, but prove it to me. Because right now I'm not going to be smashing it. Why would you think over? All I'm thinking is, where's your rationale on over? They got Devontae Adams, because guess what? Let me get to my second prop. Under. 76 yards with a guy that is probably making his first start, dude. I'm going under. They're going to be, you telling me they're going to have connection? They're just going to have this fucking connection. He's going to be hitting them every time. They're going to be boys. Devontae Adams, deep ball. I don't know. Maybe he could. I don't know. I'm comfortable admitting that. I didn't do my goddamn homework this week. Normally, I'd have this motherfucker every snap this motherfucker's ever taken in college. You know what I mean? I'd be watching all of that shit before I put money on it. I didn't do that this week. This week, I'm putting the balls on the table, baby. I'm letting what the balls talk. Right now, I'm going under Devontae Adams, under dumb fucking O'Connell. Money line Chargers, or maybe an alternate spread with the Chargers to win by like more than 4. See how it goes. Scotty, what you got in this one?
All right, so with my lean, with the lean, I'm going with the reception prop for Josh Jacobs. I have him getting over 18.5 or 18 receiving yards. He's did it every time. I mean, he had 50 some one game. With my I'm going Gerald Everett over 31.5 receiving yards. He has been close to that line or over every game. On top of that, the Raiders defense have allowed over the line, the 31.5 for tight ends each of their games. So I think that's a good like. With my lock, I'm going to go Keenan Allen anytime touchdown. He didn't get one in the first game, followed by a two touchdown game, followed by last week getting another 0 touchdown game. If the pattern keeps going, he's looking good to get into the end zone.
See, I like where that thought process is rather than the he scored 2 last week. This week he's gotta score 1. No,
Right. No.
I like
Yeah.
he didn't score last week, but the week before that he had a big week because that
Right.
man
And I
don't
mean,
want to go into a slump. Now he's trying to keep might be a multi touchdown again.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Which is, that's what I, especially now, like after this week,
Williams is
we're starting to get a good
Williams is out. He's
pattern.
gone. Mike Williams
Yeah.
is gone. It's gonna be the Keenan Allen show. It's gonna be the Quentin Johnson show. Quentin Johnson, baby. Where's his fucking props at? What the fuck am I talking about here? Where the fuck is my man?
Johnson.
28. Over! Over! Their new number 2 receiver, baby. Their new number 2 receiver. Gerald Everett is their tight end?
Gerald Everett's our tight end. Yeah.
Yeah. Quentin Johnson, new number 2 receiver. Mike Williams is out. If you don't know, let me tell you something about my fantasy player, Quentin Johnson, because I do got my homework on this guy. I didn't fucking draft him for no fucking reason. 6'2", runs a 4-3. A 4-3. A rookie. Hasn't had any major injuries yet. Those are some fresh 22-year-old legs, bro. 6'2", runs a 4-3. Guy is a fucking burner. Guy is athletic as they come. Tall. He's got the body type, the frame, everything you need out of a good receiver. I mean, what is not to like about Quentin Johnson? He's got all the intangibles. This guy's ready to fucking make big plays. I didn't think his line would be this high, so I'm like, give me the fucking over, baby. Give me the over. 28 yards. Big play guy, dude. We haven't seen it in the NFL yet, I know. He hasn't had the opportunities, guys. That is a fucking team that doesn't really spread the ball out too much. They're looking for Allen. They're looking for Mike Williams. They're looking for Everett. Now, Mike Williams, gone. And guess what? Quentin Johnson, Mike Williams are built very similar. One man just so happens to be a little bit faster. Quentin Johnson. Over. Let's get it, baby. Moving on to the next game.
I'm just looking up his
Oh, you got something to add on that one?
No.
No, he wasn't doing much when Mike Williams was in the lineup.
Mike Williams in there, but I think with him coming out, I think you're hitting it on the head. But for my lean, like, and lock, if you combine all them together, that's a plus 600 odds. Just a side note for that.
Plus 600. That is 6-1 odds. $6 to every $1 you bet. That is good as they come, baby. That is good as they come. All right, let's move on to the next 4 o'clock game. 4:25. On mine, I'm going to start with the Arizona Cardinals at San Francisco. 14-point spread. 14 fucking points, dude. Holy shit. 14. Guess what? San Francisco blows teams out. San Francisco usually finishes their drives with a kick. Every single game so far, they've had at least 3 field goals. And it's not like that's all they're getting. They're getting touchdowns. That's a high-quality offense is the point I'm trying to make. But Arizona, what the fuck they do last week? Gotti, won't remind me of what they did last week, Scotty. I am just talking shit. But look, yeah, I know. But still, could it be another one? I don't think they're due to upset 2 teams in a row. That's not the fucking Cardinals, dude. They're not that good. Y'all are better than them. It was an upset.
It was a bad game. I mean,
it was an upset. Let's just call it what it was.
Gotta give them
Definitely give them credit, but still, are they gonna fuck? I don't know. I'm talking about the 14 here. We all know nobody in their goddamn right mind is gonna go money line Cardinals. If you are, you're a fucking idiot, dude. You're donating money.
Yeah.
You're donating money. But this 14-point spread, dude. And look, these spreads are drawn even, right? So if you got a decent parlay going, you can do an alternate spread and add on probably 6 or 7 points to that and not fuck your odds up too much, dude. And you're telling me fuck 20 points, dude? 20 points? Give me the Cardinals at like, if I'm betting 14, I'm a little hesitant because there's no 0.5 on there. The Niners might win by exactly that. But if you give me like 17, I'm feeling a little bit better about it. I'm leaning Cardinal, like the garbage time, Cardinals haven't really been blown out by anybody. They've been in those games, like with Washington. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
play. They're playing to the best of their fucking capabilities right now. To be honest with you, dude, they really are.
I mean, they let Washington come back in they are a poor second half team. So the Cardinals come out and they play good first half football, but then they slouch in the second half.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and
They had was it the
if
Vikings? Who
you
they
can
had
stay
beat?
straightened out,
Who they had beat and then gave it up? Was it the Vikings?
um,
Because you're making a good point. The problem is the Niners are a 4-quarter team. Those motherfuckers are playing about as complete football as you can play right now.
no, they had the Giants beat.
Giants.
They had,
That's it. Yeah, Giants.
I'm pretty sure it was
like-
28-0.
It was like that. It was like 28 to.
quarter.
It was like 28-7. I think it was 28 to
then
7.
31-20, then 31-28. Like
Yeah.
you don't score again.
Not a
you know,
single point in the
that
second half.
struggles. You know, and then they did really good. Let me see. I'm looking up box scores. Dallas underperformed but
We
only
know
scored
that,
7
and the
points against
offensive
Dallas.
line was banged up.
They
The offensive
only
line was
scored
banged
7
up.
points in the second half against us compared to
Yeah.
the 21 they scored in the first quarter. So you get where I'm, and then if you look back,
One thing I want
Commanders.
I want everybody to look at. I don't have time. Maybe Scotty wants to. Is look at their point differential in the games that they have lost. How much are they losing by? I know again it's like
Well, they
3
lost
points.
that by 4.
Yeah.
And they lost that by 3.
That's what I'm-
4, 3.
Against some decent teams. I mean, excluding the Giants. You know, the Giants are fucking garbage. But they beat a good team. They're competing and they're what, 1-2. Lost to the Redskins, lost to the They just straight up played the fucking East to start their schedule, huh?
Yeah.
So fucking I don't know. 14 I'm leaning Cardinals on 14, to be honest with you. I know the Niners are just fucking great, but like how much, they're due for an off week is what I'm trying to say. You can't just maintain that level of football all through. I think their defense or offense, one of them's going to have a little fucking slip today. But they still get it done. They still control that game. It doesn't look like a game. It doesn't look competitive. But 14 points, I don't know. That's tough.
Maybe my picks will help you decide which one.
Let's talk about it.
What I'm going.
Let's talk about it.
Alright, well, I'm going. So before I say anything, and before people judge me for my lean on this one, because it is a touchdown. Look up the receipts. I have been money with touchdown scorers this year.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
With that, I'm going lean anytime touchdown, and I'm going Brandon Ayuk.
Okay.
He scored 2 touchdowns in the first game, hasn't got one since, so he's due. I'm going McCaffrey over 89.5. Everybody knows that's the workhorse. I mean,
Exactly.
he's been over that 2 of the 3 times. And both of them 2 times he's went over 100. And then the one he didn't, I think he was 5 yards away from hitting that, his line today, the 89. My lock, it's going now. This is James Conner over 54.5, and I think that's the easiest one to pick. I mean, he has went over that all 3 weeks against some solid defensive rooms. Like we talked about him going up against the NFC East pretty much to start their thing, and they have solid defensive lines in the East, and he's went over that 54.5. So why wouldn't he? Why can't he do it again?
I love it. And brother,
And
remind me of
that's a plus
something
750.
when it's crunch time, and you know what I mean by crunch time.
Yeah.
After this podcast, when it's actually crunch time, remind me of the James Conner. Definitely remind me of McCaffrey if I'm not already thinking of that. I don't think I'll need to be reminded of that one. But
Okay.
you have been a lock on the touchdown scores. I don't know if I want that much juice this week. I just want to look at props without TD scores. I think I don't want to rely on touchdowns because it seems like I've been getting burned by a few of them. So I'm just going to go like a few props. Might not even do a winner unless I feel really great about it. I don't know. I'll see how my props go, but this one's looking really good, guys. Brandon Ayuk to score a touchdown. CMC over 88 rush yards. James Conner over 54 rush. Pays you $7.50 for every dollar you bet on Bet365. I mean, that's a pretty fucking good payout for a 3-pick parlay that, I mean, can very well happen. I mean, I think it's relying the most on IU getting in the end zone, but she's a
Yes.
touchdown machine. Like Scotty said, I think the best thing on that ticket is Connor over 54, a low line for him. I think they're drawing it based on how good San Francisco's rush defense has been this year, but that's an offense that needs to get him going, or they're gonna be in
Mm-hmm.
trouble. Here's my problem with your lock. I think they're gonna be playing from behind early, and it's like
Right.
how much are you gonna
How
rush?
much you gonna run it? Yeah.
Right, it's tough to say, but maybe they won't be. You know what I mean? The fucking Cardinals have been, like I said, playing to the best of their capabilities. I mean,
Oh yeah.
is anybody gonna be surprised if San Francisco is gonna have to fucking play from behind the first few minutes? You know what I mean? It's like, damn, Cardinals will get off to a fast start, dude.
Well,
So,
if you look at it, dude, like I mean, they got to stick to their identity. You know, I mean, and you can't.
facts.
And that's what I'm riding on. I'm riding on them not veering off from their identity. Now, if they do, that's in danger. I agree with you. But if they remain calm, you know, they go down 7 points, you know, maybe 10. Remain calm. Don't veer off. You know, the game ain't over. Still play your game. You know, but if they don't, I agree. That's where that pick comes dangerous.
Yeah, it's tough if they fucking have a couple fumbles early or something stupid, then they're just gonna be passing, passing, passing,
Mm-hmm.
passing. That's where I get confused. I don't like the blowout scenarios, like a team that's fucking taking a rush on a team that could very well get blown out's the only thing that I'm weary of on that one. But
Yeah.
that's a low line for James Conner. But the reason is because of their defense. But I don't have anything else to add to that one. Moving on, New England Patriots at. We finally get to do it. We finally get to do it. Holy shit! The first time in podcast history at the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
All right, and for this one, I am gonna go ahead and turn Scotty's camera off, guys. Scotty does not get to participate in Cowboy talk. This one's all me. I'm taking New England with the money line. I'm taking the over on Mac Jones. 211 against a fucking shit ass defense. I'm taking the under on Cooks. Over on Gasecki. Over on Parker. Let's do alternate spread, Patriots -10. I say they get it done by 14 to more. Cowboys. I mean, come on, they just lost to the who? The fucking Cardinals. Let's be fucking real here. All right, that's the end of the podcast. Thanks, everybody. I'm just kidding, man. Scotty's back on. That part of the podcast was a fucking joke. Just kidding. What do you think, Scotty? We got a
All right. I
spread of what
mean,
was it? What
I'm
was the
going
spread?
lean here, so
Six.
I don't.
Six spread. Giving
Okay.
Dallas 6.
Um. All right. So with my lean here, you know, I talked to Cody about it earlier. You know, it's something I feel really good about. I tell you before I even make this, you know, I try not betting on the Cowboys because I bet with the heart sometimes. But I did make this bet. It is already on a ticket. It is one of them that are on a ticket for me. Um, I'm going Pollard to score 2+ touchdowns in this game. Last year Pollard got I think 6, 7 multi touchdowns.
Mm.
He already has one this year. Um, and you know him not getting in last week combined with how our red zone offense looked, that has been a key stressor in practice this week for the Dallas Cowboys. As I was watching, it's something they've been focusing on. Even Mike McCarthy talked about wanting to give the ball to Pollard and um, between Pollard and CD more. Forcing them guys the ball down in the red zone. That's their guys. So that's why I like him at 2+. I think Pollard can. Am I saying it's 2 rushing touchdowns? No. And I think maybe he catches one today, and I think maybe he runs one in. It could be 2 rushing, but I just see one receiving, one rushing for him. I'm going with an alternate with Dak Prescott. I have him over 200. I'm very confident in him. He went over 200 every game except for the Giants, which he didn't have to throw it that game. And my lock is CD. I mean Pollard's backup. They got Rico Waddle at 13 and a half rush yards. the man has been coming alive. Like, he's a solid backup for Pollard. I he's been around 20, 30 mark. I look for him to get it again this week. 25, 30 yard. He's consistent at that. That's a very good lock. If the what I think it comes down to, can Pollard get 2 touchdowns? If Pollard scores early, I know I am. I'm gonna be feeling nice about this part.
But
It's a
let's
plus 800.
be real. You think y'all gonna blow out the Patriots? I mean, you talking about these motherfuckers scoring multi touchdowns? Are they gonna be scoring with y'all? Because there's 2 touchdowns for the man Pollard.
Maybe.
And you just said that he might get them early. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I think you're looking, and if you know what I'm talking about, when Emmett came back, to Dallas when he went to the Cardinals. Look up that stat line.
No,
he didn't do shit. Okay, he didn't do shit. But I think.
How about no?
I think Zeke will. I think Zeke will be able to get it going. And I think maybe the Patriots are going to have to rely on Zeke. I think Zeke.
Ramondre.
Better back there. Yeah.
Ramondre. Scotty.
Let's see what he does today. Boys. Zeke's my boy.
He's obviously your boy, Ramondre. I can't agree with you on the better back there for sure. He's the better back. This ain't 2015 year. We all know Zeke was one of the best running backs in the league a few years ago. He got cheeseburger eddied up a little bit. He's built like Cody Tharp, just with a little bit of height. I'm just fucking. But still, nah. I mean, maybe you're right. I'm not gonna shit on it. I don't know. Y'all's rush defense is good, dude. Don't forget that. I know you ain't gonna forget that. But I'm talking to the viewers here. Don't forget that. Don't forget that.
Defense?
Exactly. Take that into consider. I think it's okay. Well, that's not your pass defense is better.
Yeah,
I think it's okay.
Yeah, maybe. So far,
Y'all like middle of the pack.
And then 3 games. The Cardinals beat us up on the run. And that was a glaring issue last year for us, was the run defense. That's why we went out and got Jonathan Hankins, and that's why we drafted Mozzie Smith. Don't even get me started on that man. That man is the biggest disappointment I've seen of late of Cowboys picks. Like, just not clogging the hole like he should. He's turning his shoulders. Like, you turn your shoulders down in that interior, Cody, you know what happens. You're getting turned, but you're making a hole yourself. You're doing it for the lineman. He's just making mistakes. He's not fast off the ball.
The Cardinals did rush all over you guys. Okay? But before that, man, you weren't giving, you gave up fucking the most rush yards to the Jets was to Zach Wilson. He had 36 rush yards. Breece Hall, 9. Dalvin Cook, 7. Y'all were off to a big lead early and they were forced to pass, so there's not much attempts out of any of these guys. Nobody had more than fucking 5 attempts rushing. But still, no rushing yards there. Fast forward to week 1. Another fucking...
There wasn't much pass.
No. 90 to like maybe 100 yards flat. They had 50 from Barkley, 40 from Jones. Like I said, they got to be middle of the pack. Maybe the Cardinals last week, they rushed for like 200. Maybe that fucked y'all's average. Maybe y'all are lower. But still, I don't know.
But you see where I'm coming from, though.
I like it.
Watching it all last year, right? Like, watching us get tore up on the run, right? And then you have a couple good games, but they're not running it a lot. Like, neither team was. But the defense is looking better. And then you go into that Cardinals game, and the Cardinals do that to you. Then it's like, okay, there's that run defense that I seen last year. Like, that's what I thought. I was hoping it'd be better. I'm still hoping it's better. I'm hoping it was a mess up, because honestly, I talk about Mozzie Smith, but Osa Odigizua has been playing phenomenal for us in the interior with Jonathan Hankins, with Gallimore, Neville Gallimore. They've been playing nice, but it's just that rookie that I had high hopes on him, and maybe it'll be next year, but I thought for sure he'd.
All right, my turn. Scotty, plug your ears. Turn me off for this one.
Yeah, I got you muted. I can't even hear you.
I like Patriots with the spread. Dallas is going to win this one, but they're not going to win big.
What's the spread again?
6 points. It's not much. I really like a Dallas Cowboy 1-6 margin. I really like it. I really like a Cowboy 1-6 margin. Cowboys are going to win, I think. I do not think they're going to blow Bill Belichick out. I don't give a fuck if it's in Dallas or outer space. They're not blowing Bill Belichick out. I think Dallas is going to be playing from behind late. I think it's going to be a last-minute fucking Dallas comeback. And they win by barely anything. And it's going to be a great fucking game, and everybody's going to respect Dallas for the comeback that they make today. Let me talk about my props. If anybody's getting in the end zone today, my man Scotty is right about one thing. Tony Pollard, get that man in the motherfucking end zone. Get him in the end zone. I'm a little hesitant for the multi-touchdown thing. Scotty's feeling great about it. Maybe we'll revisit that on my tickets. I might throw one in there because there's some good juice on that. And I do like juice. And if there's anybody that can score 2 touchdowns in this game, it's obviously Tony fucking Pollard. So that's why I'm going a single touchdown with Pollard. I like that play for sure. Mac Jones, I don't really like his line. I mean, Dallas is decent at stopping the pass. If we can do an alternate line, I'll check that out with Prescott, maybe like over 200. You know, that seems like a really, really good play. And then receiving props. I don't see a lot standing out to me. What's Ferguson been doing? So I mean, Ferguson's been okay, right?
Ferguson's, yeah. I mean, here, like I'll pull it up here, but I mean, Ferguson's been solid, bro. Like,
Gesicki.
Like coming into the season, um, it was going to be a committee with um, Schultz leaving, and we was worried, but then like halfway through minicamp, he started evolving.
I got my lock.
Um,
I just found my lock. If you're following my screen, I think you just saw what I saw. I got my lock.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Mike Gesicki over 17 yards. 17 yards. He had 30 some in the first game. That they were saying that was underperforming. He had 30 some in the second game. They're like, "Oh man, Mike Gesicki's falling off." He had 17 or something like that in the last game, and everybody said that might have been the worst game of his career. Or is he just going to keep going down in the downward spiral? I'm thinking the best game of this year for him I'm thinking 40, 50 yards. I'm thinking he could get in the end zone. You know what I mean?
The Cowboys have allowed over that 4 tight ends, 2 out of the.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Games.
Say it louder. My pick sounds even better then.
Zach Ertz had 2 catches for 6, and then Trey McBride had 1 for 2. But then which is the game they didn't allow it. But Waller had let me see. Waller had 36, and then Tyler Conklin had 50 on us. So we're allowing that by tight end. So that's a very safe pick, I think. I like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking Gesicki's a lock.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be on my picks today. Again, close game.
One of Jones's favorite checkdowns too.
Right. And I don't think it's going to be a blowout, like I said. And I think both teams are going to be able to stick to their game plan of keeping it somewhat balanced. It's not going to be a blowout scenario, in my opinion. So I don't think any team's going to get forced to change their game plan up. So I don't know. I'm feeling good about that one.
Here's the scenario I'm saying where it'll be a blowout, and I'm dead on it. If the Cowboys can, here's the matchup. If the Cowboys can break the New England's defense, get down in the red zone, what do they do there? Like, that's going to win. That right there is it the Cowboys against the Cardinals, or is it the Cowboys from last year that would score? Right? Like, are we going to score touchdowns, or are we going to score field goals? Like, if we can't get in and we keep kicking field goals, we're going to keep New England in it. If we score, it's going to get ugly for them. I think that's my personal opinion. And that's a little bit of my heart, but Trying
Yeah.
to be honest as I can.
And
You know, I mean,
we
if-
talked
if,
about
you know,
that,
I'm the runner-
especially me and Scotty had a deep conversation, I think, before we even began this podcast weeks ago. Like, hey, when it comes up, like when we're on the podcast and the Bears come up, Cowboys come up, like, let's not fucking, think with our dicks here. Let's try to give the viewers as much of our fucking. Now, when we're making our fucking picks, baby, we're crunching numbers, dude. Fuck what y'all think, baby. We gonna throw fucking 6 touchdowns on Pollard today, baby. Nah, but still. We try not to be biased. That was our thing before we started this, especially because this is y'all's money too. That was the main thing. Is like, hey man, like when we're giving advice, man, we're talking about people's money here. So let's try to give people what we're actually thinking and not what our balls are telling us. You know what I mean? So, Scotty, I appreciate that.
Like, also don't forget, like, like if you like some of my picks from the Dallas game, but you don't like, the 2+ touch, man, y'all can tie these picks to each other. Like all 3 of these games,
Right.
y'all can put them together. And what is it? Same X parlay, or what do they call it? It's same game X.
Yeah, same game X. You build same game parlays for multiple games.
So don't forget that either. I want y'all winning money, just like I want to win money. Just like I want Cody to win money. I want you all to win it. I want everybody to win it. We need to take this money from these guys. And that's why me and Cody's here to help y'all.
That's right, baby. Well, that's all I got for today. Scotty, any closing remarks?
That's all I got.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Hang on. I did just want to throw a reminder. It's the end of the podcast. We mentioned it at the beginning. But make sure y'all tune in to Celebrities Hemp Dispensary and Smoke Lodge. Cody's live of his skit that he did yesterday is on there. Give it a like, give it a share, help the man out.
That'd be
I'll
nice.
see y'all next week.
That'd be nice. Go follow me on X at Cody Does Comedy. Go follow Scotty on Twitter at Scotty Easter. I don't know why I said Twitter. He doesn't have a Twitter. He has a TikTok. That is TikTok. Scotty Easter. Scotty Easter on TikTok. TikTok. Scotty Easter. I'll remember it next time. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Goodbye. Where am I at? Hey, there.